Netflix has disappointed me time and time again with their original releases lately. There's still a couple that I need to catch. I didn't watch Spaceman, which dropped a few weeks ago with Adam Sandler. But Damsel looks kind of interesting to me, so we're going to talk about this film briefly today. I feel like I should mention that I normally film my reviews at night because I don't have a good way to block the sunlight from coming in, but it's afternoon right now. We do have some sunlight, so I apologize if the lighting is a bit off in this video, but I don't really have a way to fix that right now. Now on to the movie. Damsel stars Millie Bobby Brown. It's a PG-13 fantasy action movie without much action. We'll talk about that in a second. Brown plays a princess named Elodie. She's the daughter of a lord who isn't the wealthiest, and when there's a marriage proposal that comes straight from the king himself, the entire family is quick to jump on it. And I mean, we all know that arranged marriages don't usually end too well, but this is taking it to another level. Because as it turns out, this royal family has been sacrificing young brides for years and years to this dragon. And from there, we get a chase sequence in which the dragon attacks Elodie, tries to kill her with fire breath, its claws, whatever it can, and then she gets away. And then there's another chase sequence. And then she gets away again. And guess what happens next? I really like movies that are set in a fantasy backdrop because there's so much you can do with that. It's so much fun. And just seeing dragons and knights and all that kind of stuff excites me. And I thought the trailer painted a pretty decent picture of what this could have been. But it's boring, man. It's just boring. I'm telling you, when Elodie first plunges into this giant pit, this cave in which the dragon resides, there's hardly any dialogue or substance for a good 40-minute stretch. Just her running around, screaming, obtaining some momentary reprieve, and then it's just rinse and repeat. The visuals are pretty nice. I mean, Netflix isn't necessarily known for having the best VFX, and this film is no exception. But in terms of visual design, in terms of the green screens that were used and some of the environments, I thought they were pretty unique. Also, I dig the design of the dragon. It's not incredibly different from designs that we've seen in plenty of other films that have come before, but it was unique enough that I was interested in the dragon as a character. And actually, as I say that, that sounds weird, but the dragon has more personality to it than a lot of the humans do in Damsel. I think Millie Bobby Brown does a fine job with what she was given here. And most of the actors do. Ray Winstone plays her father. Dude's given next to nothing to work with. I feel bad for these actors. They're just standing there delivering the most wooden dialogue you can possibly think of. What it really does is it drains any degree of excitement you have to learn more about this world and this kingdom. There's no depth to any of the characters, to any part of the story. And it's clear that there was an attempt here to take the genre and flip it on its head, having the damsel in distress this time save herself. And I'm fine with that as a concept, but the movie is not as cool as some of the pictures, the promotional pictures, will tell you that it is. I mean, you see Millie Bobby Brown holding this great sword, pointing it at the nose of a dragon. You think you're going to get a pretty badass movie with a lot of cool fight scenes and great action. It's not that. Basically, if you watch the trailer for this, you've seen about 90% of what you're gonna see if you watch the whole thing. And it's far too shallow to have anything to say about female empowerment whatsoever. I was bored. I was bored watching this. I found myself pulling my phone out constantly. At least this isn't in theaters, so you can sit from the comfort of your couch, and if you get bored, you just click the X in the top left of the screen, and you don't have to watch the rest of it. But I would recommend not doing this. I'm going to give Damsel 2 out of 5 stars. It's a slog. It is better than a lot of other Netflix originals, but only marginally so, and that should just tell you how bad a lot of their roster is. I have no idea who's running things there and deciding what gets greenlit. Overall, had some cool visuals. I enjoyed seeing the dragon, and I think there were some interesting ideas introduced with that character. But it goes nowhere, man. It's way too superficial and flat out boring. So this has been my quick review of Damsel. I hope you enjoyed watching. As always, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And if you do check this out, drop down in the comments and let me know what you thought of the movie. I'm pretty sure this will be the 10th film that I log in my Letterboxd list for the year. And only 1 out of those 10 films received a thumbs up from me. Kind of depressing, but anyways, thanks again for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we have something better to talk about.